Alrighty, y'all. Welcome back to the live stream here on the channel. Let's see what we got here today. Pete, Scott, Catman, Caleb, Jim, Katie. How close are we? Edits, that random guy, Legacy, Lucky, as well as Brooklyn. Glad to see you guys all in here, Indiana, as well as everyone else who may just be watching, not chatting. Glad to have you here as well. Let's go ahead and dive right on into this here. Right, I was going to pause that. I was like, what was I supposed to do? I was supposed to stop looping that. We're going to just go right over to our tornado warning scene right there. Dang it. I knew I was forgetting something. The threat level today is actually a level 3. Not a level W, a level 3 out of 5 for severe weather. So let me just change that briefly. That's a little bit too orange. We'll go a little bit lighter than that. There we go. So we are tracking the potential for damaging winds today, as well as a few tornadoes. I do believe that we saw at least 2, possibly even 3 tornadoes up here in southwest, or actually this is northeastern Louisiana. So in this general area, I do believe we've had a couple of tornadoes. And this, the weird thing is this isn't even supposed to be here. I don't believe any model depicted this much of a severe threat in this particular region. And let me just pull up an analysis radar. We can't use an analysis radar on the Hammond radar site, but we can for Jackson. So just to show you guys that, interesting. Okay, that was rotating a little bit before, but now it's not. So that's warned for 70 mile an hour winds. We've had reports of 70 mile an hour winds out here towards the Jacksonville area, pointing east, going up to the northeast. Line of 60 mile an hour winds here with a couple embedded tornadoes on the southern edge. So damaging winds, as well as the potential for a brief tornado on the northern edge. Isolated damaging winds of 60. And a couple tornadoes on the southern edge. And then in the middle, it's kind of a mix of both. But that's not, like I said, that's not the main area we're watching today. We were, anticipating damaging winds out here. We've got a big slight risk for severe weather in place. However, our main area is really going to be focused out here in Oklahoma. You can see we've got the enhanced risk in place out there. We've had a few storms bubble up, but have failed. So basically their updrafts just get cut off. But that should not be an issue after 7 p.m. So between 7 and 8 p.m., we should have rapid storm initiation in and around the OKC area. That should grow rapidly upscale into a big damaging wind threat, possibly near 90 mile an hour winds today. So we'll just have to keep a very close eye out here in Oklahoma City, pointing off to the west as well. So if you are anywhere in this general vicinity, you need to be extremely weather aware today. So for like Tulsa, I was talking to Brooklyn this morning. She's in Tulsa, of course. And just a heads up, again, it's probably barely going to either hit Tulsa or probably barely miss Tulsa. So it's kind of a 50-50 there. I know Catman's in Tulsa as well. So just keep an eye on it. You know, you're very close to that enhanced risk. So that's why we say in and around the watch area, because, you know, you're obviously around the watch area as well. So just make sure you're keeping an eye on it. And Lucky, are you alive?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we have Lucky here for the first time in 20 years. I mean, about a week. So hopefully he'll stick around for maybe more than 2 minutes this time. I don't know. He might
I
be
got
able
you.
to.
I got you.
Yeah, but we'll just be waiting for storms to initiate. But until then, Lucky's gonna be asleep most likely.
Sure.
We only have one tornado warning left now. 15 more minutes here. So we'll just continue to watch that. And we'll have to watch the risk of a few little indents here along this line. They could easily have areas of rotation. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. And Knoxville, you shouldn't see much today at all. We're not really looking much towards Knoxville. I will just check just in case. Oh yeah, you're up higher in elevation. So that's just rain showers and maybe an isolated thunder there. Some isolated thunder. Let me go ahead and bring the satellite over here. So this is a current look at our satellite imagery provided by College of Duke page. I'll just refresh it just in case. Honestly, not a whole lot at the moment. I don't know exactly what we're waiting for. I feel like we're waiting for this band right here to get towards this cumulus back here. I feel like that's what we're waiting for, but honestly, I'm not sure exactly why we're not seeing initiation at this moment. But most models depicted it happening between about 6:30 and 8 p.m., which is why the stream was originally scheduled for 6:30, and then I delayed it by a whole 10 minutes. So, yeah. So, Lucky, what are you up to right now? Are you watching
Not really.
any
Just
storms?
looking at that storm in the Texas
The
near like the Panhandle
Texas. The
near
Texas.
near Pampa.
Pampa. Hey, that was my target area yesterday. That's where I would have gone for yesterday's severe threat, which did absolutely nothing.
I mean, that's the only severe that we have near. Okay, never mind. That's a lie. I was gonna say near the enhanced risk, but I forgot it was that far east.
Yeah, it is very far east. Is that even in a marginal? Oh, it is. It is
It
in a
is. It's in
marginal.
the marginal.
Man, sometimes they forecast things too good. It surprises me. And then, of course, this risk up here in Minnesota that 5 days ago people were talking about a derecho potential is, well, nothing more than a line of thunder and light to moderate rain showers. That is about it. Maybe a isolated gusty wind gust up to 30, 40 miles per hour. I don't even know if we've seen a single severe up here in Minnesota yet. I know we had a tornado warning earlier today. I think it was in I feel like it was in northwest Minnesota up here somewhere where we had that tornado warning earlier this afternoon. But yeah, our current tornado warning is out here in Louisiana, just northeast of our radar site in Hammond, Louisiana, and it doesn't seem like it's rotating all that much anymore. Wouldn't be surprised if they go ahead and cancel this or disextend it. We'll see what they end up doing here. There's dry air in the upper levels. Doesn't surprise me. All right, see you later, Caleb. I don't know how long we'll be live today. I plan on being live until at least 9:40 is the plan at the moment. But we'll see if I opt out earlier than that. It's probably going to depend on how fast these storms fire. The longer they take to fire, the worse it is for me. But we'll see. They should get going relatively quick. I know a lot of other people were anticipating storms to fire very early, closer towards 4 p.m. I thought it was going to be about 6, 7 p.m., so they are taking a bit longer than I thought. Let me see what the new HRRR says. Messy. Messy. I feel like messy is just the name of the game in 2024. It's either messy or strong tornado. One or the other.
That's true. That is how it is.
Yep. Man. Well, this is interesting. HRRR has delayed initiation by an hour, so it really doesn't have anything popping off till probably 8:39. Yikes. Yikes.
Imagine went live just a little too early. That's okay.
Well, at least we didn't go live at 4 p.m. I know some people went live at 3 o'clock. That's like early. But hey. So we'll wait for this warning to expire. 10 more minutes, then we'll drop to normal severe warning. Unless they continue this. If they continue it, it would be for this little notch you see here. But it's not really rotating at all. I see upwards of 60 mile-an-hour winds with it, that being the main concern. So we'll just see. It is tour possible, so regardless, just make sure you're hyper weather aware. This line should be dying out. Like, it is expected to start dying out now. It was expected to die out right when it passed Jackson. However, it was not expected that it would re-intensify to this magnitude. We were thinking that it'd stay either close to severe or sub-severe for a while and then die out east of Jackson. So this was not expected to be this long-lived of an MCS. Which is... honestly, it's been the case for a while. We've had a lot of these MCSs where it's like, it should die out in about an hour, and then, nope, it just doesn't. Is it 00Z yet? Nope, we are an hour and 9 minutes
Not
off
even
of
close.
that. Yep, not even close. I said that because of the observed soundings.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we got one at 21Z. Hey, sweet. Lord have mercy. Hey, Lucky.
Yep.
I see a nice upper level atmosphere. Look at that.
Oh.
That is dry.
Oh, yeah.
In the lower levels, I said upper level, but I meant to say lower level. Look at that. This is the observed sounding from Norman. Still showing a very notable capping in place in the mid levels. So that is what Catman was talking about. Now, this isn't in the worst spot. Typically, like I said, you don't want that dry air. I think it's between 700 millibars. I think it's got to be about 750 or less for that dry air. Because you don't want that dry air too soon. So that's a lot of dry air way too soon going up into the atmosphere. Other than that, I mean, you've got a really good environment over here. What are those lapse rates, though? 4.6? I don't believe that is... that can't be correct. 4.6 is a little bit low, huh? That is a marginal risk in North Carolina.
That's worse than what we had.
Yeah, true, yeah. No, that's true. It looks like they're actually that low, especially 2 hours ago. They were really low out there. They should continue to climb throughout the rest of the day, though. So we'll see how rapidly those climb. We do have a lot of cameras in the Oklahoma City area. So we'll be able to see any storms that roll through there with live traffic cams. Yeah, lapse rates have... that's how it's been. It feels like you just said. It's either we're dealing with a messy storm mode or we're dealing with like multiple strong tornadoes or even a random violent one. Or we're dealing with the lapse rates being at, 9.5 or close to freaking 4. So it seems like we're either in one area or the other. There's barely an in-between. And then when there is an in-between, it's like, maybe nothing will happen today, and then something ends up exploding. Most of the time that happens at Texas.
Yeah, you got that right.
Let's see. There you go, Lucky.
All right.
So we're just gonna wait, probably for a good solid, what are you feeling here, Lucky? 140 minutes before this kicks off? Lucky's probably like, please be 10 minutes.
Please be 10 minutes, for real.
Yeah, Lucky doesn't like tracking the weather anymore.
Okay, yo, that is such a lie.
Man. He's gotten to the point like me. We've had so many tornadoes this year that if it's not tornadic, we just don't bother anymore. Like, it's just like if there's 5-inch hail, we're like, there's no tornado warnings. So like he just doesn't cover. because that's how active this year has been. That is how active this year's been. Oh, that makes sense, Legacy. Honestly, my YouTube's done that a lot too, where it just straight up doesn't start the stream. Spaghetti, man. Spaghetti is, you can never go wrong with that.
Yep.
I think I have like a voice mod or something turned on in the background. You guys keep hearing this repeating voice that keeps saying yep, yep, yep over and over again.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Oh wait, hold
that
on, it's
voice
an
mod.
actual person now.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the voice mod is kind of crazy. I mean, I think it was a soundboard, honestly.
Oh man, we gotta
Wait,
ban him.
make sure you turn it off.
Bust. Oh no. Catman just said bust, Lucky.
Oh no, Catman.
Well, might as well just put the 5 sig tour out already, because Catman has just jinxed us big time.
I've seen that one time, 5 sig.
it's always an accident. They can't actually issue it.
Yeah.
Is that a storm trying to go? It's a rain shower.
Where?
Southwest of OKC. Hold on, let's see if every storm chaser is flocking towards it now. It's normally... Wow, there's a lot of chasers out there.
Oh yeah, just a few.
Typically, to look for the chasers, I do the 15-minute one. Because if you go to like 30 minutes, then maybe some are, you know, actually just normal, just people who live out here. But the last 15 minutes, and especially the last 5 minutes, the last 5 minutes is the most accurate, especially if you see the dots moving. But there's a lot of chasers out there, and there's not really a wrong target area out here. You just generally want to be west of OKC. That's just really where you want to be at the moment. That's like your target area per se. That level stayed, right? Yes. All right, Lucky.
All right, wait.
wait.
I wasn't ready, bro.
They canceled the warning 3 minutes earlier. The tornado warning's not in effect anymore.
Wait.
Wait for it. I don't know what we're waiting for. We're waiting for it, though. Let me find this thing.
Ready?
I don't know. Am I?
I don't know. Are you?
Yeah.
Boom.
You want me to do it?
Sure, why not? Why not, y'all?
Look up there above the level threat. Who's that?
Who's that, dude? I don't know who is that.
Finally got the dual camera.
Never seen this before.
Yeah, we got it. So Lucky could actually cover for me when I'm gone. When I am AFK.
Trust me, y'all. This green screen is a pain in the bootach. It does not want to stay like.
I only had time to do it for one scene. So if we like switch to the Lucky's gone. Oh, he's back. So if we just switch to different scenes, he just leaves.
But yeah, not the green screen in the background. Well,
it's better than what's behind the green screen. I'll tell you that, Lucky. You can't disagree with me there. Where is the Oklahoma City radar?
Oh no.
Oh, there it is. It's right there.
Yeah, I've been trying to fix this thing like on my end too, to where y'all just see my head, but it just does not work. It keeps glitching. So we're gonna fix it eventually. I'm trying to see what I should do. We're gonna do right. No. That right. There. I think that's good.
Well, I mean, I could always. Eventually, I'll put his camera on every scene, so that way we'll always have him up there 24/7. So,
and when there's a warning.
When there's a warning,
if you sent Lucky a picture of your room from your streaming, he could set that up as his background, and it will look like you're in the same room, but not in the same room. We should try that. Hold on.
I don't know how that would work.
I don't know, but
your green screen would probably explode with that.
Probably.
Something would explode, whether it be your computer or your green screen. So we're just gonna wait here with Lucky until this stuff rapidly develops.
So, everyone, how's y'all's day today?
Lucky's
know
is
y'all can
great
see
because
me.
he's done school, I think.
Yeah, I'm doing great, y'all. School's over this summer. It's gonna be a good one. It'll be a good one.
Ooh, what do we put the Kaboom meter at for today, Lucky? I haven't said that in a while. Because the
What is it, 1 through
SPC says
10?
rapid storm development,
I'm gonna say
but
6.
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
it's
say
gonna be
6.
too rapid. Yeah, I agree. Like a 6. A 3. No, that's a
Oh,
North
3,
Carolina
nah.
thing right there. North Carolina's a 1. Things fire, and then 20 years later they go severe. Literally, like they fire along the Appalachians, and me and Lucky are like, "Oh my word, they fired early. We're gonna get severe weather." And then they track across the entire North Carolina state, and then right at the Outer Banks they'll go severe. Hey, Lucky, did you know
Yeah.
there's a special weather statement with a 50-mile-an-hour wind report to your east?
Yeah.
It died off very fast.
Yeah.
What is that?
Very
report?
fast.
53. Actually, that's like, yeah, that's the airport.
Yeah, that was probably that was definitely was measured. 53. Yeah. Yeah.
What's Kaboom meter? It's something that I think Ben made up, and it's just something we say for fun on how fast storms intensify on a given day, on a scale from 1 to 10, each risk.
That's a lot of rainfall, TRG.
I want to make a graphic for it, but I haven't thought of a way to do it just yet. Yeah, just a little bit of rainfall. That's from the MCS last night. It's from the MCS last night. It's
Also,
definitely not an Outlook, no.
if y'all see me looking up like I am right now, I have a third monitor right there. So, I'm just looking up at
Let
the
me just
ceiling
get
for
rid of that,
absolutely
dude.
no
Nobody
reason.
wants to see him. There
All
we
right,
go.
that's fine.
That's much
Bye.
better. Nope, now he's back. Hello, Johnson. Welcome. Glad to see you in here, Theodore Johnson. Brooklyn, I'd be shocked if you don't get in a watch. It depends on how these storms form and where they form. We can finally watch Lucky fall asleep. No, this will encourage him to not fall asleep. Wow.
I would never fall asleep on stream except for that one time on accident.
So now, which I agree with the newer HRRR, the newer HRRR has storms firing out here, storms firing, which have already fired in Wichita, both of them moving to the southeast, and they actually merge like right near Tulsa, I believe, or around Tulsa. So you should most definitely get inside a watch. I'd be a bit surprised if you don't. But it probably won't be till, I'd say 9 o'clock my time. I'd say 2 hours you'll probably get in a watch. If I do this, does that look any different to you guys? Because I have Lucky full screened on my end. I wonder if that looks any different. I can't really tell. I don't think it does. Main area to keep an eye on at the moment is probably here. There's a little indent south of the radar site in Jackson, Mississippi. I don't believe it's anything too over the top, but that's like an area I'm just keeping an eye on. And then other than that, we'll just watch Oklahoma for this supposed rapid storm development. Apparently, we're going to be seeing rapid storm development. I don't know how this is going to unfold, but we'll see.
We shall see. TRG, that storm in Kansas is possible.
Let's go look at that. Yeah, I was assuming it was the one northwest of Wichita. That's possible, a fully outflow dominant storm. Woo! They'd be pulling a North Carolina on us.
I would not be surprised.
It could rotate on the southern side or the northern side, though, at any given minute. Man, that new HRRR is just full messy. Just messy.
So TRG, what would happen if I just turned my camera off? Just
theoretically, it would just show our profile pictures on Discord, and that's it.
Oh.
Why? Do you want me to turn off your camera?
For a second, yeah.
Alright, go. What? Now I can see you, but they can't see you. This dude. Springfield, you're fine, honestly. You should be perfectly fine. You should be perfectly fine. I'd watch out for some isolated thunderstorms towards 1 a.m. Eastern, midnight Central. What the heck, Lucky?
Hold up.
I should have turned on your camera for that, but I wasn't quick enough. You better watch out. You better watch out with the silly things you do. I'll expose you to the live stream.
No.
Man, this is some rapid development. Lucky, have you seen that rapid development with the Supercell? Supercell? Southwest of Oklahoma City, dude.
Dude, I think the kaboom meter went to, instead of a 6, I think it's like a 35 now.
Yeah, dude, it went from 24 dBz to 29 in one scan.
Oh man, that's at least an 11 because we said 6.
Dude, it went from 29 to a ridiculous 25 this newest scan. It's strengthening so fast.
I know, man.
Literally dying out. This is gonna be another moment like yesterday, where models just eventually pick up on the fact that storms may not happen. If they don't really get going by, like, if they're not full storms by 9 p.m., that capping might hold them off. Very much wishful thinking, but it might.
Did someone say wishful thinking?
No. Alright, I'm gonna turn your camera back on.
Wait, no, wait, I don't have it on.
Ah, dang it. Man, stop eating. You're not supposed to eat food till like 9.
Did you see that?
Yes, I did.
They see
This one
that?
in Iowa just went toward possible as well. I don't see anything too over the top with that, but just take note if you're in that severe warning north of Boone, Iowa. Make sure you're close to your safe spot just in case that gets warned. And that might be the first severe thunderstorm warning of our risk in Minnesota. Where, let's see, it's warned for 60 mile-an-hour winds, 0.75 inch hail. How did they come up with the name Minnesota? Like, how do you just come up with a name like that? Minnesota. I mean, then again, there's a lot of I've never really thought about the names of the states. Oh well. I'll do some research after stream. Yeah, this stuff's definitely starting to bubble up. We'll see if this bubble can survive or not. Let me go back over here. I want to go to Oklahoma. I mean, it's not really bubbling, though. I mean, they're trying to bubble, but it's not like they're really, really bubbling. Oh my goodness, Lucky, it just blew up. It's back up to 26 dBz. That is crazy. All right, I'm going to turn your thing back on the stream. Oh my goodness, it exploded. It's to 14 dBz.
Oh, man.
Gotta put you back on stream, or are you still being crazy? Alright, Lucky said he doesn't want me to show you guys himself. Oh well. He just about knocked his green screen over too. Man. Let me go back over here. I bet you guys could see that. I didn't even think about that. Oh wait, you guys can't because I don't have it on. Good. I thought I had the second screen up. I'm like, uh-oh. Reported 70 mile-an-hour winds. This was a while ago, though. 6:29 Eastern, 7:09 currently.
Durham, Kansas. I'm suing them for the name that they took from me.
Dude, Lucky.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the terminal radar. Look at the terminal radar and go to the long-range reflectivity. Look at that crazy storm out there.
I know, man.
Dude, it's 14 dBz. It's 14 dBz on the normal radar, and on the terminal, it's at a whopping 18 dBz. Like he's like, are you sure that's not
Nice.
corruption?
Like, yeah, honestly, are you sure?
Yeah, it's not
All right, you can
because
put me back on.
can I actually though? All right, you're
Yeah.
on. You're on. Just let Lucky do something crazy now. Um, yeah, might not want to say bust anymore because today might actually bust. Lucky's like, are you kidding me? We're done for.
No, man. No.
Oh, we got another storm. Is this gonna be the one that makes this a bust? I just realized we got a better radar site.
You just said the word.
Dude, look at that
You just
outflow
said the
boundary.
word.
What in the world? There's like 3 outflow boundaries towards Lawton.
Well, have they all collided yet?
Yeah, they are colliding.
Oh, so yeah, expect probably. Is it rotating?
What?
Is the alpha battery rotating?
Oh, it's rotation. I do see that though, like right at the middle. It looks like it's
Yeah.
rotating around. But no. That would be like saying is a dry line rotating. Or like
Dude.
saying is a well, can't say that one. I'm trying to think of what else I could do this. I don't know. I was gonna say is a tornado stationary, but I forgot we get those now in 2024. We literally had a tornado stall out for like it was like 4 minutes or so. Pretty sure it was the one southwest of or west of Lawton, somewhere out here. The B word. Yep. Can't say the bust word. Oops. Man. Lucky, now you gotta say it. What's today gonna do?
Overperform.
Aha. You're no fun.
Oh, am I supposed to say bust?
Yeah. There you go.
Oh.
Oh. I thought that was a storm until I looped it. Our highest DBZ of the day comes from a freaking wind turbine. That's crazy. There is a bubbler going up over here, but I don't see it. I see it on satellite.
Just not on reflectivity, because maybe it's not on reflectivity yet. Buddy.
It might be. It might be this reflectivity right here. I can't tell. We're gonna have to wait for the 00Z observed soundings, and then we'll be able to tell if there's a big capping or not. So, we'll see. We will see. Wait.
All right.
Can you guys still see Lucky when I'm doing this? Yes, you can. Good. Do you guys see Twitter right now? You see Mesoanalysis, or do you still see Lucky? Because I'm wondering if it's showing my other screen. Is that 7,000 instability in South Central Oklahoma? Wow. That is crazy. The environment's prime minus the cap. There might be a capping still in place. It's hard to tell at the moment. Mesoanalysis has no cap in place, but I feel like there may be at least a bit of a capping in place.
Yeah, they see me.
They see you. Good. Because that's just something that I threw that together in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. I gotta go eat in 20 minutes though, so.
Well, don't worry. It's not like you're gonna miss anything. Right when you
Probably.
leave, things will probably explode.
Probably.
Are you gonna eat upstairs, or are you gonna eat
Go
normally?
downstairs.
Okay. So you'll be
Normally,
gone
yeah.
for like 3 hours. Right? Yeah, he will be.
Yeah.
You see Lucky? Okay. Good, good, good. Let's go back to these storms in Mississippi. As expected, they're beginning to weaken. They're still severe, but they should tamper off now. I'm not expecting to really be looking over here for much longer. So now it's just the waiting game. The game we all love. Waiting.
I don't like this game.
There's like 20
play-
billion boundaries in Oklahoma, I swear.
Can we play another game?
What game do you want to play?
Not the waiting game.
That's all that weather is, dude. You chose the wrong field.
Oh.
Hello, Mr. Tanks. Yeah, there's an old sounding 21Z. I mean, it's not too old. It's 2 hours old, but I'm pretty sure the cap's very close to, if not fully eroded now.
Ben, that is so true. That is so true. And sometimes I just feel like throwing my fishing rod into the ocean.
Yep, yep.
So that's just
You
like
fish in the
sometimes I just want to.
ocean?
Well, I mean, you can fish in the ocean or a lake or whatever.
I fish in ponds and lakes.
I fish in pools.
Man, I haven't been fishing in a while though, because we moved away from our friend's lake. Fishing pools. This dude. Come on, Lucky. It wasn't that funny now, man. Come on. You're gonna make it worse. You're just gonna make it worse. This dude. Hello, Michael. Now we can see Lucky cracking up there. Man, that camera's gonna be so useful. Everything he does, we could just say, "Don't do it, Lucky." We could just annoy him to death. This is gonna be great. I love this already. We should have done this sooner. We couldn't have though, because he didn't have a camera.
Yeah, I just got this camera like last week. So.
Yep, and then he did one stream and then stopped.
Because I was finishing up school. I had testing, so.
Only thing's interesting in Minnesota, north of the Twin Cities, near Columbus.
That's a green screen.
No, he painted his wall green.
Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot. See, look. You ready? Watch, look. See?
We can't even tell. Dude, yeah, it is a green screen.
Look, I can move my wall, y'all.
Bro, that satellite just updated and it flashed me big time. That was bright.
Dude, the only thing that I've caught in the pools while fishing it was frogs. That's the only thing I've caught. Oh, and a turtle. We caught a turtle.
Oh man. Yeah, so Minnesota's risk isn't doing much. That's why we didn't go live for it. If you're anywhere out here, it's just heavy rain with isolated thunder, and that's about it. The only one to really watch is this one for Columbus, Minnesota, which is for up to 60 mile-an-hour winds and up to 0.75 inch hail for the next 12 minutes. But I don't see a whole lot happening up here. So just really watching that severe storm, and then also this corridor here, where we still have some strong storms ongoing. But right now, our main event at the moment is back out here towards Mississippi, where we have a line of severe storms. So we'll keep an eye on that. It should, like I said, begin to tamper off. We should start to see these warnings expire here in about 26 minutes. Some of these warnings will be extended, but I believe most are going to just be allowed to cancel or be allowed to expire. Last time I checked, which was like 2 hours ago, the temperature dew point spread was like 10 to 15, which isn't half bad compared to what it was like yesterday. I bet it's like 40 now. Let's see. We're at 9, depending on which area you look at, but in and around the OKC area, it's about 9. So not half bad at all. Yep. 9 or just barely over. So honestly, very favorable. MCD for Northeast Panhandle of Texas. Severe threat is expected to continue for a few more hours. Hail and a few strong gusts will be the primary threats. That's up towards Amarillo, pointing south. See if they say anything about a watch. Convection is expected to decrease as the capping begins to build in. So probably continuing this stuff for another hour and a half. That's about it. So we'll keep an eye on that. And, yeah. Like I said, just a waiting game. Man, I'm glad I didn't go live like 3 hours ago. Holy.
Man.
Because I originally said like 350.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty rough. How long ago is 350? Like 2.5 hours ago? I don't know.
4 hours.
350.
Well, it says 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5, not 2.5, TRG. Come on now. My brain has not been working recently.
We know. I meant, what?
Ooh. Is that something firing? Nope. Is it? Lucky. Lucky.
I think
Lucky.
so.
Lucky. I think we got
OKC?
another storm in Weatherford. Weatherford. It's west of OKC. I don't think there's one going up in OKC. That's just light rain. We'll see, though. It looks like stuff's starting to go, but I don't see much on satellite at the moment.
Man.
Mean. I wasn't making fun of you. No, not me. Oh, it is starting to go on satellite. I had to do the 1-minute update. See if that starts to bubble up near OKC. I don't see anything right now.
I'm looking.
Look at CC, Lucky. CC is how you can
Holy
find the
smoke.
storms. See it?
Holy
there's
smokes.
a storm northwest of Lawton, storm north of Lawton, storm over Weatherford. Holy man, that is so blue. I'm losing my eyes here. Yeah, I don't see anything around OKC.
Really? Wait, you're losing your eyes? Well, go catch them. Not that hard.
Man, this dude just wants to be banned. Put you in timeout here. Just get rid of your camera. Bye.
Do it. All right, bye.
Now we just see the outlook. Hello, Haley. So we're watching 3 little areas here of storms trying to get going. You were so cutting in and out, dude. So we're just gonna keep an eye on that.
Please say y'all got that. Please say y'all got that.
Got what?
Nothing.
Was it on your face cam?
Yeah.
Then they got it.
They did. They definitely did.
What did you do?
Nothing. Chat will tell you.
Someone tell me what Lucky did. Someone tell me what Lucky did. He's at the top right for those who can't see him. Top left.
That's your left, buddy. You're on the right.
Top left. Top left. Sorry, I was looking at Discord. I didn't have it on my Streamlabs. I want another weather update. Give me more radar. More radar update. Man, this rapid development sure is really, really rapid, man. I don't think I've ever seen this intensive storm formation.
Yeah,
Right, Lucky?
for real. It's crazy.
Absolutely crazy. I heard the beat.
Absolutely.
I heard the smoke detector. That's the word. What did he do, Catman? Tell me. Tell me so I know if I need to ban this dude or not.
Oh, nothing worth a ban.
I don't know. You have a different definition of that.
What do you mean?
There might be a storm over Oklahoma City. It's just very elevated. Hold on. Is that a storm, Lucky? If it is, it's very, very high up. Like, you can't see the solid DBZ until you're 5,000 to 6,000 feet up.
It might be.
I wonder if it is. We'll find out eventually.
Maybe.
We shall see. Man. Don't intensify too fast there, thunderstorms.
Here, dude, look at my camera.
Okay,
Ready?
yeah. you know they can see that too.
I know. I accidentally blinded everybody.
Your camera's so small, I don't think that blinded a soul.
I will. Let's see. Let's try it. Wait.
Well, now you're not even aligning it right. It's not gonna do anything. Okay, I'm probably gonna get rid of this dude's camera. He's misbehaving.
No. Fine. All right. At least let me say bye, because I gotta go.
Nope. It's your punishment.
All right. All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye. Will you be back at like 8:30?
Nope.
30?
Nope.
9?
Nope.
10?
Nope.
9?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Nope. Let me say bye to stream.
Why?
Put my camera back on.
No, I'm not gonna.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
Put my camera back.
What do you think you'll notice?
Oh. Hey. All right. All right, y'all. Well, I gotta go. I gotta go eat dinner. And
Man.
yeah. Hey! Put it back on.
You're still there. What are you talking about?
You turn it off for a second.
Yeah, a second.
All right. Well, let me do it. All right. Yeah, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta go eat dinner. Gotta have a
chair
have
cam.
dinner.
Yes. Yes. Let's do a chair cam. Lucky, leave.
Wait.
Get out of there. We want a chair cam. We don't want to see you anymore. We just want a chair.
All right. Anyways.
No, you should actually
yeah.
just stay there so we have something to watch the whole time. Leave your computer on because you should be back at least. You'll be back eventually. You will be.
No, I won't.
Mm-hmm.
No, I won't.
You will be.
Not.
You will be at your computer by at least 10:30.
All right, y'all. Anyways, love y'all. See y'all whenever I come back.
So you are coming back.
Tomorrow. No, not tomorrow.
This dude.
Not Thursday either. Friday. I'm busy, y'all. I'm sorry.
I won't
busy.
be streaming Friday.
Okay. Sunday.
Probably.
All right.
That's if you're here. Oh, wait, that might be the storm on lower values.
Bye, y'all. Once again.
Just get out of here. Bye. Thanks for joining. Get out of here.
Bye.
This dude. Wait. Hold on, he hasn't left the call. I'm just gonna stay in the call until he leaves. And then when he comes back, I can scare him if his computer doesn't shut off. I'll mute too. Yeah, I'm looking at satellite. I just don't see a whole lot. Oh, well, now it might be starting. Maybe. On, like, the last 60 seconds. That one in Oklahoma might be the one to, might be the main one. Aw, he left. That might be the main one to keep an eye on. It's already very intense. Look at that. It's already extremely intense, up to 20 dBz. A whole 20 dBz. Yeah, things should get going now. We were really expecting things to be starting. Between 7 and 8 o'clock was the main time frame for initiation, from what I saw on models. Pushing closer to 8 now. We may even push it a little bit closer to 9. I mean, these things are already starting. This stuff's been starting, but this stuff's already starting. It's like rain showers, but there's no signs of like rapid development at the moment. The updrafts are struggling. Go back to the satellite here. Not that. This one. Terminal radar. Oh my goodness, that's so intense. It's about time that popped up. That might be our highest DBZ in a while. 36 DBZ. That's your main storm out there in Oklahoma City. That's about all you're gonna see. You never know. Maybe that will be the main storm. We just won't see much today. That'd be great. That would be fantastic if we just barely see a thing. Let's see. I'm just looking at something really quick. New mesoanalysis came in a while ago. I don't know if I checked that. I did because it had 7,000 instability. Just look at DBZ. The higher the number, the heavier the rain or the larger the hail. From 0 DBZ to 5 DBZ, typically you're not going to see much of, if anything. And then from 5 DBZ to 15 DBZ is a drizzle at the most. And then typically from 15 to 30, you're looking at rain. 30 to 40, you're looking at moderate rain. And then 40 to about 55 or so, you're looking at...
A warning for northern Hancock County in southern Mississippi, southeastern Pearl River County in southern Mississippi, Hancock, and Pearl River County in Mississippi.
Oh, when did that get there? But you're looking at heavy rain for that one, and then greater than that, you're looking at hail. So there's our tornado warning for Mississippi. Is this on the border of Mississippi and Louisiana? This just crossed into Mississippi completely. So there's your area of rotation. Right over Richardson. Not any solid features on the reflectivity by any means. But we'll keep an eye on it just in case something does manage to pop up there. So just make sure you're in your safe spot, and this is in Mississippi, in far southwest Mississippi, well to the west of Gulfport. So if we have a tornado on the ground here, if we do, it would be located somewhere on the northern edge of that indent, right around Richardson. Right around here, most likely. Which would now be more of out here. Let me see that new... Yeah, the reflectivity scan is quite far off. Honestly, I don't see this rotating too much. The radar coverage is very poor here, so... that warning's probably just precautionary, which is, you know, better safe than sorry. So just make sure you're in your safe spot there. There is 31,000 people under that warning. Wow. 31,000 people under that tornado warning. That is quite the amount. So we'll keep our radar there. We'll still have our analysis radars on this storm that's trying to get going here north of Mustang and Oklahoma. Yep, there goes one of your severes on the far northern edge of the line. This still looks pretty strong, so they may keep these severes for a little longer here. Center's trying to come back out. That's never a good sign. That's going to really help with the instability out there, which there is a lack of instability more east. I can show y'all that. Right out in this area, there is a bit more of a lack of instability. thanks to cloud cover and a cool pool. Oh, there you go. That one in OKC is really going. That's your kaboom risk of 6 right there. We're up to 47 dBz. So we've got quite the amount of heavy rain here. It's probably one of those instances where it's like a sunny rain shower. So probably not anything, you know, over the top. Just a rain shower. But probably the beginning of a very strong thunderstorm. Oh, I can mute this now. Good, because Lucky's not here. Like I said, I don't see a whole lot of rotation with this. Just watching that northern edge right along the I-59 corridor in southwest Mississippi as this is moving off to the east. So nothing that is impressive to me, in my opinion. Just make sure you're in your safe spot just in case this produces a tornado. Again, it's moving out to the east, slightly northeast. Did they extend that watch a bit more? They did a while ago. Yeah. So like I said, this should continue on a weakening trend. Hopefully. I hope it continues on that weakening trend. I'm just waiting to see this updraft completely fail out here in OKC. Sometimes we see these thunderstorms start to bubble up, and then the updrafts get cut off. And there's a chance that happens here. Typically, it's in the early stages of the thunderstorm, but we've even seen updrafts get cut off once the storm goes severe. Or is, you know, strong. Still watching that indent. Now well to the northeast of Mount Olive. Near Taylorsville. Still keeping an eye on that indent just in case something attempts to occur out there. But again, not anything that's impressive to me. I wonder if that's your hook. What time was that? Velocity? I wonder if that's just a little hook right there. Your hook comes around like this. I don't believe we've had any tornado reports. If we have, it's been from the QLCS tornadoes, which we did. And that was shockingly northeast of Baton Rouge in an unwarned area. So this was not warned. Reports of a possible tornado. And a CC drop was also noted on the radar, still waiting details. That is at 2209 UTC. So we may be able to see that if we go back to 2209. So that's 609, I believe, Eastern. 609. So northeast of Baton Rouge. This is, let me zoom in more, see if I can get a Roseland. If we can find Roseland northeast of Baton Rouge, that's where it would be very close to. Yep. Let's see if we see any debris signature. 602. Is that the one that was warned? That is the one that was warned, right? Never mind. This was warned. For some reason, I thought the QLCS stuff was more north, but no, this is the one that was warned. This one almost made me and Lucky go live, because we first saw the debris signature possibly way back here towards Hillsdale once it was first warned. Then it moved towards Amite City. So that's where we have the potential for, that's where we had the potential for a tornado, and it may have occurred. Back towards about 612 Eastern. So they'll survey and see if... That's the same storm. Look at that. That is the same storm that's now tornado warned yet again. Wow. So this storm already produced a tornado well over an hour ago. Check on our rain shower on out here west of OKC. It's up to 53 dBz. Which is not that crazy, honestly. Wow, Legacy. What the heck? It totally does. Wow. Hold on. Okay, no, I gotta screenshot that. I gotta screenshot that. I did not see that. Hold on. I'm gonna say something. I did not even notice that. That's crazy. Man. I'll tell you, they can make some weird looking shapes here with their outlooks. That's crazy. Let me go see this. Okay. I was also just checking on the HRRR. I wanted to see if it's updating, and it's not. It's refusing. Typically, we get it about every hour. Every hour we get an HRRR update, so. Yeah. What was I going to do? I was going to turn the radar back on. There we go. Now we got two, rain showers here. Two moderate rain showers. This is the slowest rapid intensification I think I've ever seen. This is some of the slowest, if not the slowest, rapid intensification I've seen. In my opinion, I consider rapid intensification when a storm goes from literally not there to a severe in about 30 minutes, if not just a little over. So our tornado warning is out here in southwestern Mississippi. For those of you who are just joining, area rotation is right here in that white box. So that is going to be well to the northwest of Gulfport, Mississippi. This isn't really in too populated of an area, except for this town, which I can't really say much about. I don't know what that is. Don't know how to pronounce that, but it is moving out to about the northeast here, going towards, let's see, down the line here. Not really that many named areas. It should stay just north of Gulfport and just south of Wiggins. Going this way. So we'll keep an eye on it. Alright, see you later, Legacy. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be live for another 2 hours or so. Unless this stuff just never pops off. If this isn't really going in an hour, which it should be, then I may consider ending the live stream, but probably not, honestly. Like I said, this stuff needs to get going before 9. If it doesn't, it's gonna have an issue. Whoa. Were we live Sunday? I don't think we were. I'm pretty sure that was the tornado I missed, right? Yes. Wow. I want to see if I can find the picture of this. I don't know if I can. But apparently we have a new potential record hailstone coming in at 7.25 inches in diameter. Which, if that actually is true, that will be the biggest hailstone in Texas state history. That's going to compete with a lot of other records as well, which I don't know if that's actually valid, but I'm looking at a picture, and that's a freaking big hailstorm and hailstone. So, it's up to the National Weather Service to verify that, and I don't know how they'd be able to, unless the person stored it, which is why I wish they gave a direct link to the picture, because I can't, like, figure out if that's true or not. But regardless, it's at least 6 inch in diameter there, and that rolls in, according to them, at 7.25 inch hail, which is a little bit large. That is a little bit large, and that would be on June 1st, if I'm not mistaken. Which, yeah, that'd be June 1st. Which the max hail report we got on that day was 6 inch in diameter from social media. So it wouldn't shock me if that was on, 7.5. Or was it yesterday? Yeah, June 2nd. My bad. I said June 1st. For some reason, I thought today was the 3rd. June 2nd. My bad. June 2nd, y'all. June 2nd. Did they put that in there officially? Yeah, we officially got 3 reports of 6 inch hail. Officially. As for that 7.25, it has not been recorded at the moment. But we'll see. Man. That is crazy. So we're just watching these tiny rain showers fire up here. They're not like anything over the top at all at the moment, so we'll see. We'll see if that starts to increase at all. Caden, these are not intensifying enough to pose a tornado threat at any given moment. These may even be questionable enough to if we're even going to see solid storm initiation. These don't look impressive at all, so the capping might win today. I want to wait for the 00Z soundings, which typically are about 30 minutes after 00Z when we get them. So that should be at about 8:30 Eastern. And then I'll see what that environment looks like. Yeah, I know you mean in general, but like I said, I don't see a tornado threat out of these at all, like, ever, in the near future. If it is, it would be a weak tornado threat, maybe towards an MCS. But there's definitely not going to be a, it would be questionable for these to even be severe at the rate that they're going. Like, this may be absolutely ridiculous for a underperforming risk, because last night we saw not much was going to happen, and this morning we had one of the craziest uptrends to the point where we thought, honestly, we were thinking 85, 90 mile an hour winds would be possible in the risk area, and last minute it seems like that capping might hold in place. So we'll just see. I mean, we're already approaching the enhanced risk area. So these storms should grow upscale rapidly. And that is just not happening. Even the SPC noted that too. And the reason why, or I should say how, in their mesoscale discussion they issued 3 hours ago, they said storm initiation should occur within an hour or two. And it's 3 hours and 49 minutes past that time frame. And these storms are not rapidly intensifying by any means. Uh-oh. I think I might have jinxed us. We'll see. I mean, it only takes one storm to get through that capping, and then we're going to have issues. It's going. It is definitely starting to go. It's definitely trying for sure. That tornado warning is canceled now. So that's good news. That just expired. But here's the current... Ooh, actually, hold on. Let me change that. Here's the current satellite imagery. And there you go. There's your bubblers. They are definitely bubbling now. Those are thunderstorms. Getting to thunderstorms now. So they are definitely starting to go. Where even is the cold front? Is the cold front back here? Is that where the cold front is, Catman? I haven't looked. If I had to assume, it would probably be back here. Michigan tomorrow. Looks like tomorrow has the opportunity to be the first marginal risk day one outlook in a very long time. I don't see any areas of organized severe weather anymore. Everything downtrended. It's still possible that we see a slight risk towards Michigan, Ohio, and eastern Indiana for maybe wind. But that's it. So I just keep an eye out for some gusty winds towards 3-4 p.m. tomorrow out there in Detroit in eastern Michigan. I'll be keeping an eye on the same thing here in my neck of the woods towards about 6 o'clock. It doesn't look interesting here anymore either for tomorrow, so shows you how fast things can downtrend. And then Thursday we'll have another opportunity to break that streak. What's going on here is we're getting the Omega block. Today's like the last real day with severe potential, which is why I wanted to cover it a good amount. Today should be like that last solid tornado potential for and it's not even that solid, but it should be the last solid severe threat for the next couple of days. We shouldn't be talking too much about severe weather opportunities until probably late June. If we are very lucky, we won't have to mention the potential for severe weather until possibly June 20th and beyond. If that Omega block can hold. If you guys remember last year's season, we had an Omega block that stayed in place for 2 weeks and gave us just absolute fantastic weather over most of the country. Which also just demolished our tornado season last year. And I think there's a chance it does it this year too, but it's in June, it's a lot more common for Omega blocks in June, July, and August. It's less common in March, May, April. They are very, very common in June and July, I think. How common are Omega blocks? I'm pretty sure we see them like pretty much every June, July. Omega blocks are one of the most common patterns that occur at any given time in any year, but they are most common as you head towards midsummer. They can also second time frame midwinter, so midsummer and midwinter is the most common for an Omega block. Yeah, I mean, we should see them quite often. If you're out there towards like New Orleans, yeah, it's the good news is it's weakened a lot out there in Louisiana. So, you know, if you are starting to see thunderstorms towards New Orleans or just to the south, they should be fairly weak. Worst case scenario, you'll end up with a batch of gusty winds up to 30 miles per hour. And maybe a few lightning strikes. That's like the worst. The strongest portion of this storm, from what I could tell, is probably the southern extent of Mississippi out here near Bay St. Louis and northwest of Gulfport, Mississippi. And still keeping an eye out there in Bay Springs. So I think it's the far northern side and southern side. I'll switch to this side again. So I think it's the far northern side towards Bay Springs, Mississippi, and very far southern side towards Gulfport. Those are like the two areas I'm watching the most. And they're still weak. It's not like, you know, 80 mile an hour winds or something. In both areas, the max wind gust anticipated is 60. But like I said, if you're in a severe storm for 60, you're probably going to end up with like 30, maybe even less mile-an-hour winds. Typically, you're not going to see that 60. It's pretty rare for you to see it. And I say that because I've been through a bunch of severes, and I've only had like 4 severes that actually got up to that 60 mile an hour wind mark. One destroyed a bunch of trees around me. The other one knocked over a bunch of oak trees around me. The third one, at first we thought it was a tornado because it did such bad damage to a house down the road. It blew off the roof. And then the fourth one, I don't know if it was 60 at all, but it was the one when I was live streaming. And a tree almost fell outside. Big branch fell. Freaked me out. But that one I don't know was 60. The other 3 were at least 60 because there's no way like 4 oak trees and roofs can blow off if it's like 30 mile an hour winds. But that's just estimated. I wish I could find the date of when we got the strongest storm so that way I could look at you know, the reports and everything on that day. Storm towards Lawton's starting to get going now. I think the 2 cells to watch is this one northwest of Lawton, this one west of OKC. I think those are the 2 to keep an eye on right now. So we'll just monitor it, and this should grow upscale very, very fast. If not, then yay, finally. An event that doesn't perform well at all. But I wouldn't count on that. If these storms don't fire, they're going to fire when that cold front pushes through. Because a cold front pushing through on a very favorable environment is never a good scenario. So we'll see thunderstorms. It's just a matter of how intense they'll be. If they get going like now, then they will be very intense towards, like I said, about 80, 90 mile an hour winds possible. But at the moment, that's seeming less and less likely. But you got to give it time. I can tell you this, the tornado threat's very slim now. Very slim. I'd be surprised if they keep that 5% tornado risk that they have in place over Oklahoma at the next update. Because these storms are not initiating nearly as intensely as what anybody was anticipating. Like this morning, I thought we would have a line of significant storms right now. And so much so, the SPC even upgraded their risk to enhanced, so. I thought we'd be dealing with a lot more right now. But that's your main wind threat in that dark brown. I wish I had a better color table for this, but that dark brown is where your wind threat for 80, 90 mile an hour winds is present. And it's probably going to be a little bit closer towards the... Ooh, there's our new model run. Probably a little bit closer to the nocturnal hours if that threat can materialize. But we'll just keep an eye on it and see what happens here. Now, the new HRRR, which is our rapid refresh model, shows this storm being a big issue for extremely large hail as it moves to the southeast. The main hail risk is in that green area. That's the hatched area. That green area has a risk for 2 to 3 inch in diameter hail. So that goes all the way from northwest of Elk City towards Enid, Stillwater, Oklahoma, all the way back down south towards near the Ardmore area, Wichita Falls, Vernon, Childress. So that's a big risk for 2 to 3 inch hail being possible. And I think if we're going to see the biggest hail, it's probably going to come from this batch of thunderstorms as it's moving off to the southeast. So that's highest tornado threat, like best chance for a tornado and a hail threat is probably going to come from a storm that can fire down here. And the reason why I say that is because that is where our really good environment is. If there's not a capping in place down there, those storms should absolutely explode in intensity. Probably towards 10, 11 p.m. Eastern in about 2 hours. So we're definitely going to stay live. Even though these storms don't seem like they're doing anything, we are staying live for sure. I also want to see what the new SPC Outlook is going to say. They issue the Outlook at 9 o'clock Eastern. Oh, hey, thank you, SPC. Here's a nice detailed discussion from the Storm Prediction Center on their new Meso discussion that they just issued. Mesoscale discussion. Severe threat expected to increase in the next 1 to 2 hours. Areas storms are expected to develop next hour. Did they forget to put in the next hour? Because it just says next hour. Severe threat likely to increase this evening with large hail and wind damage likely. A tornado or two will also be possible. Let's go down here. The latest visible satellite imagery shows several cumulus towers forming immediately to the west of Oklahoma City. Further to the southwest towards Lawton. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Severe wind gust, a large hail, tornado or two is possible. Convective coverage is expected to rapidly increase over the next couple of hours. Isolated large hail and wind damage will remain possible with these storms. So if we're going to see a tornado out of this, it will have to be probably before 11. Maybe even before 10. Before that capping really gets building in. But now we're starting to see these storms get going. Took a little while, but they're starting to go now. There's the first special weather statement of the main risk area. 40-mile-an-hour winds, half-inch hail possible for OKC. But again, I'm also wanting to wait for that. Not only new meso analysis, but also the new SPC Outlook in an hour and the new soundings. New observed soundings. There we go. Rain fart. Couldn't think. Which those new soundings should be in very, very shortly. I don't know how long it typically takes for them to get them in, but I believe it's like 30 minutes. Yep, we're just going to turn into a very nocturnal severe threat, and I'd love to stay up late for watching these storms, but I don't know if I can. But I do want to, so if not live streaming, I'll at least watch them. By the way, the new GFS models, both of the new ones we've had today, both still have a tropical system forming. And the reason why I mentioned that is because the day before yesterday, we had a model run that showed a hurricane, almost a hurricane hit in Florida. And now it's reappeared up on the models. So, just a quick tropical update. I do think we're still watching an area, but if you're just looking at the GFS, you're going to just panic yourself because honestly, I don't see a hurricane or even a tropical storm coming out of this upcoming system in the Gulf. At the most, maybe we'll see a definitive low pressure with a lot of rain. But I don't see like a hurricane or even a tropical storm out of that. So I know some of you guys have already seen it. I'm sure somebody out there has made a video just based off the GFS and saying a hurricane's imminent for, I don't know, Florida. But it's just the GFS. We see it on nearly a daily basis in hurricane season. And, I mean, literally, like, one day after the hurricane season starts, the GFS starts flopping out hurricanes left, right, and center. Even before hurricane season, I mean, it was flopping out hurricanes in the Eastern Pacific, so. Yeah, just wanted to give a heads up, because I'm sure some of you guys have probably seen people talk about that. It's just the GFS being GFS. That storm's really going now in west of Oklahoma City. On the satellite imagery, it shows a big explosion of cumulus. Took some time, but it's starting. And there's also another pinpoint focal area for more storm development right here. That's where we're also watching for storm development right along this line. And then, of course, like I said, we have this big bubbler that's going up here west of OKC. Which I wonder if it would be easier to see from, like, this. Well, you can see the water vapor. So you can see that it's definitely starting to increase in activity and intensity there. Let's see. So yeah, just make sure you guys remain weather aware if you're inside the main risk area. If you guys are just tuning in, here's the main risk today. Ooh. Hold on. That was probably about, what, a little over 10 minutes ago, funnel reported. Let me go see. Well. Great radar coverage. Great radar coverage. Great radar coverage. Oh, well. Not going to be able to look at that, but anyways, here's your big risk area today. We've got a very large slight risk all the way from Minnesota down through Oklahoma and into Louisiana and Arkansas. Now, I expect most of this slight risk is going to be dropped at the 9 p.m. update in 54 minutes. They will probably maintain this general slight risk right out in here. I don't know if they'll maintain the slight risk all the way to Mississippi and Louisiana, but they'll probably maintain that until at least, the Texarkana area, back up towards OKC, back up towards, like, Kansas City. I expect at least a slight risk to be maintained there, and they'll most likely keep the enhanced risk. That's just based off of model guidance. We'll see what the SPC actually does at their update. So there's your first thunderstorm, or your first heavy rain shower. I don't think that produced thunder, did it? We got to go back and look. Nope, it did not. This is your first thunderstorm right here. So your first very heavy rain shower is beginning to weaken now as it moves towards downtown OKC. So we'll be watching the next very heavy rain shower. This is not your typical severe weather event. Man, some rapid intensification this is, huh? Oh, hold on, I forgot. We have traffic cams out here. Let's see if we can find our rain shower. Let me see if I can find it. Is that it? Here's our rain shower. This is provided by Oklahoma DOT. Live look at our rain shower out here in downtown Oklahoma City. Ooh, so strong. So strong. Just a bit of rain. That's it. Oklahoma City is pretty much the only place with cameras out here. I don't think we have many more cameras. I wish we did, but Oklahoma just, I don't know why, but y'all don't have many public domain traffic cameras. Let's see. See if I can find one over here. No. Thank you for the 279 Canadian. Much appreciated. Glad to have you in here, TV. And thank you for that. Saying the best person in the world is you. Not so sure about that. But okay, thank you for the compliment. You're better. So thank you so much for that. Much appreciated. You didn't have to. Just you being here is already enough support, so thank you for that. Let me go back over to the storms in Mississippi. That southern edge, which I originally said was the strongest portion, must have fallen apart rapidly. Yikes. Well, it fell apart quite rapidly right there. But actually, it's beginning to intensify again thanks to cell mergers, which is just where storms interact with storms. But it's definitely getting weaker. This whole line is getting weaker, as anticipated. That northern side's still severe, and part of the southern side is still severe. Also, watch this. This is inaccurate radar data. See how it says 73 mile an hour winds? Watch what happens. Well, it says 59 now. So that's actually quite a, and that's not as big of a drop as I thought. Typically, when I switch that product, it will go from like 60, 70 to 20. Or from, you know, what it was there, 70 to 30. So that's actually still quite severe. 50 to 60 mile an hour winds there, but you can see the difference between this velocity product at 71, if not slightly greater, all the way down to 52 to 57. Shreveport's, you're good for now. It's very difficult to tell the future with this exact system. But you're probably going to end up with at least rain tonight, close to the 3-4 a.m. time frame. Maybe a rumble of thunder, but it's very difficult to tell because models have been wrong before. So right now the models are showing it dying out and it just being light to moderate rain. But if I'm in Shreveport, I would be ready for about 60 mile an hour winds around 2-3 a.m. just in case, because we've had a lot of instances where models say that these storms just die out and do nothing, and then overnight they intensify and it becomes a long tracked line of damaging winds all the way from Oklahoma to Mississippi. Now, for instance, I believe we've just had one today. If I do a 200 loop. So models had this stuff dying out, and you can see yesterday, this is last night, it initiated very late last night. Models had it dying out, and it did, but models didn't pick up on this, a second wind towards the afternoon, and this rapidly began to intensify now as it approached Mississippi and Louisiana. And you may be saying, why did we see all those tornado warnings? Well, when storms are orientated from the northwest like this, or from the northwest, or no, this is from northeast to southwest, that allows for more of a damaging wind threat when they're like this. That allows for damaging winds. But, as you can tell here, let me zoom in more. Look how, as this approached Mississippi, see that cell merge that occurs? See that southern edge in Mississippi, eastern Louisiana? Look at that. Now it is orientated from north to, let me draw north, from north to south. So this allows for more winds, more southerly, southeasterly winds to increase from the south and southeast, thus allowing for potential areas of rotation. Normally, this is on the northern edge of the line, so you always hear us say the northern edge typically has the highest tornado threat in an MCS, which is why you can see it's orientated from north to south, or at least generally north to south, southwest. So your highest tornado threat would be right in this area on this particular scan. But it really intensified here, again, because your line orientated from north to south. So if it's a bow echo like this, that's going to say, you know, that's going to be more of a damaging wind potential. But you can see here, it orientated more on that northern side from north to south. So this, by far, was all damaging winds and heavy rain. This probably had an isolated spin-up potential, but right in the middle, you can see it's almost directly a straight line right there. And you can even see it. Look at it. Look at the hooks. You can see it on this low-resolution radar site. You can see a hook here, maybe even a hook up here, possibly another one right there. And remember, this line was tornado warned. So if I turned on the watches warnings, you can see the southern edge of it was tornado warned, and then it stayed tornado warned for a little longer there. So there you go. I wouldn't have expected the areas of rotation to last all the way to the far southern quadrant. That's pretty far. Like I said, the highest tornado threat, if I could redraw it. Nope, I was right. I was right. I thought maybe I was a bit wrong. because that didn't look to be too orientated from the north to the south, but nope, I was right. There you go. Just a little, a little reason for why we had those tornado warnings today. Ooh, look at this full-blown, rapidly intensifying supercell. Totally not dying down right now. Totally not weakening. Literally has fallen apart. Like, this thing went from 59 DBZ 2 scans later. 53 scan after that. What, 50? Now it's down to 47, 44, 49. So it's just continuing on a weakening trend there. Wow. I do have to say, I am impressed. This environment must absolutely be trash. With that capping. Still no observed sounding. Come on. We must have a terrible environment in place for this to not be really going in terms of the capping. Capping must be strong. My word. It's not that difficult. Let me look up Oklahoma. Alright. So here's the 00Z sounding provided by Radarscope, since the National Weather Service doesn't want to update. I believe it says the 00Z sounding, so we're going to just trust it. And it still shows a doozy of a capping inversion in place. And a big oof on the lapse rates. So that's why these storms are not able to really get going. Because it's rough. The environment is rough out there. That photograph's not the worst, so it's not terrible, but not the best. This says 8 p.m. Eastern, but honestly, let me look at the 21Z sounding. Yeah, see how the 21Z sounding and the 00Z... Okay, they are different. They are different. For a second, I thought they were identical. Man. Like I said, that dry air. Look at that dry air, though. See how it's moved just a few millibars higher up in the atmosphere? I believe, yeah, this is your 700 millibar line, so your 750 is, like, right here. So this dry air, if the sounding's correct and with the timing, storms should really get going towards 10 o'clock if that dry air continues to the north, but I don't know about that because the capping is probably just going to intensify greater, so I'm not very confident in that occurring. We do have a tornado warning in Canada. This area had a very classic supercell earlier today. Seems like that tornado warning is probably for the storm on the northern edge. The most rotating portion of this is definitely southwest of State Falls in far western Ontario. So we'll watch that, but I'm probably not gonna talk about that much. Okay, thank you for re-severing that southern portion of the line, and it's toward possible now. So just like I said, that southern line was re-strengthening, and it is. Yeah, but I think by the time that cold front gets in, Catman, the instability is going to be deteriorating. The capping is going to be strengthening. Your temperatures are going to be falling, but that's probably going to favor the severe weather. The fact that the temperatures will fall closer to the dew points. But I don't know. I'm not very confident on it. I'm not very confident on it. Like I said, we're still going to stay live because, I just want to stay live for this at least a little bit longer. The last 2 live streams, I don't know why, but I just couldn't stay live. My body was not letting me. And then today, it's like, yep, we're good. So, it's probably because I got better sleep. Man. It's almost to the point where I'm convinced if the SPC issues a 2% tornado risk, it's close to an outbreak. And if they upgrade to a 5%, like nothing happens. Or when a 5% goes 10%, it just feels that way. It just feels that way. I don't know why. That was last year? Wow. Man, how time flies. Anyways. Usually 5% go nuts. Yeah. It depends on the environment. But this year, I've seen the 2% have been way more interesting, honestly. I think the 2% have been way better. I don't think anything is going to be tornadic today. Honestly, I will be surprised if we end up with a single tornado warning in Oklahoma. I know yesterday and today, especially on Twitter, people have, I don't know why, but they've said conditional strong tornado threats for both yesterday and today. Personally, I ain't never seen it. I didn't see it yesterday. I don't see it today. If we do see a conditional strong tornado threat, which would be a miracle, it might be off of a storm that fires in this area, but the fact that this storm has just been not able to maintain makes me think that we're not going to have much of anything out here. So if we do manage to see a conditional tornado threat, maybe a strong one, I feel like it'd be on the southern edge out here. Forecast. There you go. Mesoanalysis is in, and it shows a really good environment. It does show a really good environment. Rapid destabilization is ongoing south of Tulsa, east of Oklahoma City. Still, honestly, we have like if that capping was not in place, this would be going insane right now, which is what models thought. Because we have just an uncapped, or according to the mesoanalysis, an uncapped area of ridiculous instability along this whole area, all the way from 6,000 to 7,500 instability along that whole area. Mesoanalysis says it's uncapped, but we just saw the Norman sounding, the observed Norman sounding, which if you guys didn't see it, I'll pull it up again. I think this is it. Yes. So this is the observed Norman sounding out there in Oklahoma. Again, the main feature is a quite strong capping that is still very, very present towards the... I guess this would kind of be... I guess this would be the mid-levels almost. The lower levels, in my opinion, is like 750 to like 900. Or maybe 700 to 900. I don't know if what they consider. This is like borderline lower level, mid level. We'll just call this the lower level. We'll call this the lower level since it's beneath 700 millibars. So yeah, but anyways, that capping is still very clearly in place. So I mean, that is absurd. That is a strong capping. That is quite absurd. Can we get the observed sounding in Kansas, possibly? Yeah, Dodge City. Yeah, see, here's Dodge City's sounding here. And we also got one from Topeka. Now, the one in Topeka looks great. There is probably no capping in place there. Maybe the tiniest bit here. Maybe, but honestly, probably not. This is a really good environment, honestly, in terms of this graph here. Now, on the left side, really good as well. Topeka is a good environment. That is a good environment for severe weather. Tornadoes? Not so much. Not at all. Not at all. And then this was Dodge City. which I think this has a little bit of a capping in place. You can see it right in here. It does look like there's a bit more of a capping in place in Dodge City towards the lower levels, and maybe even actually the mid levels right here. Never mind, this is your capping. Yeah, there's your capping. But that's still not even close to Norman's. Let me pull up that other sounding once again really quick. Topeka's is awesome. So this is a great sounding. This is a really good sounding. This is the type of sounding I thought we'd have in Norman. This is an okay sounding. The capping is still probably going to prevent thunderstorms from doing too much out there in Dodge City. But I mean, it's okay. And then Norman is just like, oof, that is a capping and a half. So that is not impressive with that capping. Tulsa, yeah, I'm sure we could get Tulsa. Oklahoma. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. Never mind. We can't get one from Tulsa. Did they not do a weather balloon? Let me see where they typically do weather balloons out there. They typically do weather balloons in Oklahoma in just Norman. Wow. Surprised. I am surprised. Oh, hold on. Hold on. That might be the one. It's gonna die out in like 5 minutes. But that might be it. We'll see. If any storm's going to do anything, it's probably going to be this one. The ones in Oklahoma definitely had a chance. But this one is really starting to go. Let me look on satellite. It's probably going to show nothing. It's typically how it goes. Oh, nope. That thing is going. Yep, this thing is quickly going to become an issue. If not for rain, maybe for winds. Or if not for winds, maybe for rain. So we're looking at some very heavy rain here, maybe isolated winds in the near future. Kansas derecho? Where? Where in the world do you see a derecho in Kansas, buddy? If anything, this might actually, hold on. This might have actually had a chance to be a derecho. Sorry for the flashing, y'all. Hold on. I wonder if that, wait. That's traveled 250 miles. That might actually... We'll see if they consider that a derecho, but that's definitely near it. Gulfport, a lot of damaging winds, upwards of 60. If you're in Gulfport, very heavy rain, damaging winds. You're probably going to experience 20 to 30 mile an hour wind gust, but up to 60 mile an hour winds is possible, so make sure you're staying away from doors and windows. Oh yeah, it looks like a bomb on satellite. I already know that. Up there in Kansas. Look at this. This is what Catman's talking about. Absolute bomb of thunderstorms in southern Kansas right now. It kind of does look like it. There's a little gap here of storm coverage, but it looks like you've got a very strong line here, and then a very intense line here. And then you look on radar, and you're like, well, never mind. You've got pretty much nothing all over here. Some thunder probably up here, and then isolated severes further south. So I think the main storm to watch at the moment is this one towards Lawton, Oklahoma. Hey. I just saw that one was considerable. It's still considerable, actually. They expanded that 46 more minutes. So if you're in Madison, Hartford, Kansas, seek shelter immediately. Damaging winds up to 70 miles per hour will be possible. Typically, like, you have to seek shelter for destructives. Like, you need to treat that as if it's a tornado warning. But if it's 70-mile-an-hour winds, I just say get to your safe spot, because 70-mile-an-hour winds is plenty enough, strong enough to knock down trees and blow away unsecured objects. It could break glass if there's hail. I mean, 1.5-inch hail flying at 70-mile-per-hour winds, that's going to put some dents in trailer homes too, if you actually see that. Overall, better safe than sorry. Just seek shelter. We also have another one, I think, in Illinois. I swear I saw, was it Iowa or Illinois? Okay. Oh, we do have one here. I was so confused because I didn't see it for a second. There it is. It's like almost on the radar. Isn't this near College of DuPage? I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know exactly where they're located. But yeah, we've got a severe warning for 70-mile-an-hour winds, 0.75-inch hail, and that's for the next 14 minutes now. For Bolingbrook out there in Illinois. Yep, that's the one we're watching the most, Brooklyn. Northeast of Lawton. Or are you talking about this? If you're talking about this, that's just probably a windmill or a hill. It's just radar interference, but this is probably what you're talking about. And yeah, we've seen it. That's the one we're watching. Man, our main thunderstorm just... Man. That capping is holding on tight. Like, these storms just... Like, my word. Both of them just absolutely demolished in OKC. Hello, Lakeisha. Ignore my yawn fest that is came out of nowhere. I guess that just likes to happen. Let's see. We're gonna go further down here. I'm waiting for those observed soundings to come in on the SPC site, but they're just not. They're just not coming through. Oh well. Oh wait, hold on. We might have another view of our dying thunderstorm out here. This is a live look at a rapidly intensifying light rain shower in Oklahoma City. It is absolutely exploding in small raindrops. It's exploding so much, it's lagging our camera. Super intense. Super intense. Almost looks like a snowstorm. No, yeah, really. This actually looks like light snow at the moment in Oklahoma City. This is the type of snow that I saw last year. Or I should say early this year. Not unheard of, Legacy. Not unheard of. Definitely not common. Very rare for Oklahoma City. I don't even know. Let's see. Has OKC ever been under a winter storm warning in June? Yeah. Maybe a windstorm. It doesn't even know what I typed out. It autocorrected it to windstorm. Winter storm warning. It did it again. No, winter. Nope. Doesn't look like it. I don't think so. Has Oklahoma ever seen snow in June? No. Just in case you were curious, Brooklyn Catman, just to let you know, for the 124-year period of June 1900 through June 2023, no snow has fallen in Tulsa in the month of June. Just to let you know. I don't know if you knew that, but just to let you know, you normally don't see snow in June in Oklahoma. In May? Maybe early May. Yes, May 2nd. May 2nd, what? I think 1978. Yeah, I think May 2nd, May 3rd, 1978. I think. According to Google. That's not according to the National Weather Service, so. I don't know. I don't know if I trust that. Let me go see the spotters. Where are the spotters at? One storm fires. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 chasers got to go after it. One rain shower. Not to mention all the rain showers up here in Oklahoma City, and there's just chasers all over the place. Are y'all having fun chasing literally light rain out there? Looks like our rapid storm development is not so rapid. Dude, I thought this was going to be one of the better risks in the last week. But nope. Excuse me. Absolutely nothing so far. Let's see. Looks like Connor is taking a break from chasing for about a week or so. Whenever there's the next threat, I'm sure he'll just come on right back. But this should be our last good threat. Like, I plan on doing a tropical update tomorrow, and that's probably it. I will probably stop doing daily live streams. Today is probably our last planned live stream for a while. TRG is going to disappear off the face of the earth for a solid month. No, I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. Like I said, I'm going to try to just focus on tropical updates for like a good week or so. We'll just do about every other day videos. And, yeah. We're just going to go with it. So this is not a schedule, but tomorrow we're probably going to do a video. I'm going to do a video tomorrow, which is the 5th. We may have a live stream on the 7th, and then say we'll do a video on the 9th, video on the 11th, and then live stream on the 13th. We'll kind of rotate between that. We'll do something like that. Just so I can get my energy back from nearly 6 months of almost consistent live streaming daily. Ooh, you know what? What's today? Today is a Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday would be the video. Wednesday, Thursday. I can't do anything Friday. So we'll have to push that to Saturday. Wednesday. Maybe I'll just do a back-to-back videos Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. Keep an eye on the channel and the community post. Keep an eye on the community post because that's where I provide my updates. Because honestly, most of the stuff I do is just spur of the moment. Boo, I'm live. Surprise. Wait, today's June 4th, right? I just realized today's June 4th. Like, that just set in. You know why? You know why? I just realized that. I just realized that today's June 4th. I knew something. I just thought it was a normal severe weather day, but I forgot 4 years ago today. 4 years ago today, this channel was created. 4 years ago today, I made this channel. And oh boy, it was not the name it is now. This channel has gone through 4 different channel names, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's gone through 4 different channel names. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. I just 4 years ago is something. But this, I mean, I didn't really start posting on this channel like weather until I think it was mid or late 2021 is when I really started posting on it. Like 2020, I barely had any content on here other than maybe a Minecraft video or two. It's always a Minecraft, man. It's always Minecraft. There you go. 4 years. 4 years. I gotta make a community post on that because there is no way I'm forgetting that. Almost forgot it, but we'll just ignore that. We'll just ignore that. So I'm just gonna briefly make a community post. Really fast. There you go. Just to acknowledge it. I literally almost fully forgot. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Some people have it like marked on their calendars. I just remember off of the terrible memory that I have. Oh my word. A very intense thunderstorm now moving through downtown Oklahoma City. Oh, my bad. Very intense light rain shower. I'm sorry. I overdid it. My bad. Very intense light rain shower ongoing. So there you go. Alrighty. We're still gonna stay live for a while, y'all. I'm gonna do a 3-hour stream. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. We're 18 likes away from the goal today. Hit that subscribe button. We already hit the subscribe goal for today. I guess we'll just set it to 1. So we need 1 more subscriber to get our subscriber goal, which is 6,310. My word, that number is crazy. 6,000. 6,000. Man. 6,000. We flew by 5,000. That was, I think 5,000 subscribers was the fastest one we've ever passed. Like, we hit 5,000, and I swear, just in a week, we gained 1,000. It felt like that. The Weed Whackers got some beautiful clouds. Let's go see the Weed Whackers stream. Nah, shut up, you stupid ad. I'm considering buying YouTube Premium just for the fact that I don't have to watch ads on Chaser feeds. Because now I'm waiting 30 seconds just to go see a cloud in the sky. Which, honestly, for Reed, I'll watch 30-second ad any day. Because that man's Dominators break down way too often. Where is that? Is that in Lawton? It is, huh? Yep. That thing's really blowing up. Whoa, 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 whoa. My Radar Omega is fully bugged. Hello. Okay, it's back. Glad to have you back, Radar Omega. What is that? Why is E not a keybind for Echo Tops? Can I do smoothing on this? Ew. Yuck. So we'll continue to keep an eye on these storms. The one over Oklahoma City looks gone, so this is probably going to be your storm of the 2 minutes. I think this might be your main threat. That might be your main storm. But it doesn't have any lightning activity, so we'll see if it dies out in the next 20 minutes or not. The new SPC Outlook, which is the official Outlook, will be issued in about 14 minutes. Sometimes they're early, sometimes they're late, sometimes they're right on time. But I mean, come on. When is something that's the government ever early or on time? Which is why they're like 30, 40 minutes late sometimes. Wait, what? Oh, okay. What in the world is the GFS doing? That is crazy. GFS has an absolute abomination of a derecho. Like a classic ridiculous derecho at the end of its model run. Even on the reflectivity, it shows the derecho. Which, honestly, probably has a lack of convection in the middle. But that whole thing, being a derecho, moving up like this at the end of the model run. Just had to show that, because that's the GFS for you. Now, what are the chances it actually happens? Pretty much 0. But it is that time of year, so we'll keep an eye on it just in case it stays on the models somehow. Yeah, this stuff's looking trash. The lapse rates and the capping is going to destroy today's threat. Now, out here, it's not as bad. In central Oklahoma, it is a bad environment. Like, those storms are just not going to go. But out here towards, like, Wichita Falls, north of Dallas, around the Lawton area, it is a good environment. Yeah, this is on track in the best environment, actually. Like, this thing will be in a perfect environment all the way towards, like, probably Greenville, Texas. Till the environment finally tampers off. So, we'll see if this thing weakens, but it should be in a really solid environment. Maybe. I don't know. In 2024, the environment doesn't matter. If the environment's very favorable, storms just barely do anything. And if it's favorable for light rain, it drops a crazy severe threat. 2024 is the year of opposites, I suppose. What in the world? Wow. Honestly, we'll see what happens with this, y'all. It is moving somewhere. I honestly, it kind of looks partial stationary. But models have it moving southeast, so we'll see. We will see. We're still at a normal severe thunderstorm warning. We're at a tornado warning in Canada, but we don't cover Canada too much. The only considerable storms right now is this. Hold on, let me blink a few more times. 80? Oh, y'all, don't worry. Someone just stuck their finger up in the air and went, yep, this feels like 80, so. Yeah, sure, buddy. What'd you do? What'd you do? Get on top of your car and wave your finger up in the air and go, yep, that's 80. There's no way. I mean, it wouldn't really surprise me, but that is a report of 80-mile-an-hour winds there. No. He parked his car and then measured the winds. Or he just... if we had 80-mile-an-hour winds, that's where it would be, though, because look at that pocket. That is exactly where it would have occurred. Matter of fact, I wonder if that new severe is destructive. Nope. Nothing. We also have a considerable up here in Minnesota. Let me go see where that... Okay, let me go back up here. I thought I saw that. Oh, never mind. It's canceled now. Never mind. Pretend I said nothing because it's gone now. So the only storm to watch in terms of significance is this one towards Burlington, Kansas. Minnesota. Yeah. I'm going to start calling it Minnesota. I'm going to call it Minnesota. Let's go back down here towards Lawton. Storm doesn't look half bad still. Definitely doesn't look like it's gonna be a line that produces 90-mile-an-hour winds like what we were anticipating, but sure. Let's see. This one towards Lawton is going to be the one to watch the most. But again, it doesn't look the most impressive. So, we'll see. I wonder if where Reed's going to go. Probably the storm in Lawton. That's like the only one that has a chance. Like, this is the only storm that actually has a chance of doing absolutely anything in the next 100 years. You know, it's going to be the same case. I'm going to end stream, and this stuff going to explode in intensity. You already know. It's going to be the exact same case. We'll see, though. It's probably going to be the same thing. Let me go back up here. There we go. Alright. Just keep an eye on these storms here. But they're not impressive at the moment. And this storm's going sub-severe now. There's only the southern side of the line is interesting. Let me look and see. Oh, yikes. What happened? This thing was looking great 15 minutes ago. Bro probably ran out of instability or something, but that thing fell off fast. Yep. It's running out of instability, and the environment is beginning to be capped. There you go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. We're good, we're good. I thought that might have been something for a second. I switched too fast. No, it's left the slight risk. Honestly, we were expecting it to last that long. We just weren't expecting it to rapidly intensify about 6 p.m. At like 6 p.m., it just rapidly intensified with winds up to like 75. Waiting on 3 new things. I'm waiting on the 00ZH which should begin rendering in 60 seconds, if not less. And the new SPC Outlook, which should be out momentarily, but it is a government branch, so it will probably be a solid 5 minutes late. And the mesoanalysis from the RAP model on the National Weather Service site, which typically comes in about 10 minutes late at about 9:10. So we should be able to see all 3 of the new data to determine what threat we may see over the next couple hours here, which regardless, it's going to be damaging winds, isolated large hail, and a brief tornado can't be fully ruled out, but it doesn't look impressive at all. TRG moment. Pfft. Man. Oh, by the way, the video tomorrow will be a bit longer. It's going to be probably about 15 minutes long. I'm going to try and aim for about 13 to 15 minutes long tomorrow. The reason why the other one wasn't nearly as long, it was like 8 minutes, which is one of our more short videos. I had to stream. So I had 15 minutes to record, edit, and upload, and make a thumbnail. And I got it all done. So that was one of my quickest made videos. To put it in perspective of how much better I've gotten at that, by the way, it used to take me about 3 hours to upload a video. Now, if I spend 3 hours on a video, it is going to be a really heavily edited video, like the ones from like hurricane season and the tornado forecast. That stuff normally takes me about 2, maybe 3 hours. That tornado forecast one, though, took me a while. Because it was something I wasn't used to. About time Pez comes back here. Finally. I mean, hello Pez, welcome to the stream. Let's see. Man. So these rapidly developing supercells are well, trying to get going now. They are beginning to develop. They will probably really explode after we end the live stream, because that's typically what happens. Honestly, I may continue a bit longer. Depends on how I feel in 40 minutes. But we'll see. Whoa, buddy, what are you doing over here? Exploding to over 50,000 feet tall. Oh, 00Z is rendering. It's already 6 frames. It's pathetic. It is pathetic. Oh my goodness. It shows that Storm and Lawton being a bit of a hailmaker, maybe having a small chance at a brief tornado, but that is pathetic. Man. To put it in perspective, here's the 12Z this morning. Here is the 12Z HRRR this morning. The reason why I thought today was going to have 90-mile-an-hour winds, the SPC thought 85 to 90, and the reason for the enhanced risk upgrade. Compare the 12Z to the 00Z. Wow. 12Z, potential derecho. 00Z, potential light rain showers. 12Z, 00Z. 12Z, 00Z. Welcome to convecutive inhibition. Wait, did I say that right? Yes, that's SIN. I believe it stands for convecutive inhibition. Correct, Catman? SIN. Convecutive inhibition. Yes. I haven't said that in a very long time. Normally I just say SIN. It doesn't look that promising. Even, I thought the cold front, when the cold front came through, here's the 18Z. It shows the cold front at least promoting a bit of a wind threat. 12Z, or rather 00Z, my bad, nothing. So 12Z, derecho. 18Z, isolated damaging winds, more on the southern portion of the line. You know, out there towards like, is that near Durant? Yeah, yep. And then 00Z. Oh, it's maybe, maybe we'll see next frame if something pops up, possibly. We'll see. I do gotta say, that storm in Lawton looks freaking crazy. I just saw a chaser who just uploaded a picture of it. That thing is a photogenic mini supercell. That thing looks awesome. Not impressive in terms of like severe potential, but that thing looks awesome. Like, just supercellular and structure wise. That is like a chaser's dream right there. It's still, this may be producing some very tiny hail up to like 0.25 inch in diameter. Let's see if they put a special weather statement on it. Oh, they actually put one on the northern one. 40-mile-an-hour winds and nickel-sized hail. We'll keep an eye on it, just in case. But I don't think we'll see too much out there. I think you're perfectly fine in Tulsa, by the way, Brooklyn. I'd still be weather aware just in case, but I would be blown away if you even managed to see 40-mile-an-hour winds today. The SPC's late on their outlook, and it's probably because they're debating on getting rid of that enhanced risk. The enhanced risk, honestly, was a really good call. There's your first severe. The enhanced risk was definitely a good call for the information at the moment, but I wouldn't be surprised if they drop it. But that's your first severe of the day out here in Oklahoma, and it's probably going to be the last one. It's probably going to be the last one. Being realistic, we're definitely going to have another one. I mean, I'd be shocked if we don't. Man. Anybody want a 3 a.m. derecho? Anyone want a 3 a.m. derecho? New 00Z HRRR. That cold front pushes through. Boom. If only that cold front was a bit faster. I bet that's what it was. I bet the cold front's just straight up slower now. So this is probably setting up to be a dangerous nocturnal wind threat. Probably going to miss 100-mile-an-hour winds overnight. Yeah. The enhanced risk has just completely shifted. I think. Wasn't this, like, right on the edge of Tulsa? I'm pretty sure this enhanced risk has completely shifted. It's partially a 30 sig wind. I don't even think it's a full 30 sig wind. It's like a partial 30 sig wind. Hail threat's still 15 and 2% Tor. Well, alright, bye. Imagine I just end stream like that. Well, now that it's downgraded to 2%, it's probably going to have a chance. So here's your old outlook. Old versus new. Old, new. Old, new. Old, new. Hey, they kept literally what I drew. I drew up towards Kansas City and back down towards like near Shreveport. That is exactly what they kept. They are just watching this live stream. No, actually, we just look at the same models they do. Let's see here. We're going to move this radar to the Mobile, Alabama radar site for just a few moments here. Just because that's where our only severe is here. Yeah. Honestly, personal opinion, I think they could have shifted that enhanced risk a little bit more east and a little bit more south. I think the enhanced risk is more needed out here. And maybe even a little bit more east than that in this general area. So that's where, personally, I think the highest risk for severe weather is today. By far, 80 to 90-mile-an-hour winds being the main threat. Other than that, I really think winds is going to be the biggest issue. And then as these storms continue for the next hour or two, hail up to... I know we were talking about 2.5 to 3 inch in diameter, but I think the max hail size today is like 1.5, maybe pushing 2 inch in diameter. And then the tornado threat is probably going to be the highest if... with this storm for the next 30 minutes and this storm for about an hour or so. So I think after an hour, this tornado threat is going to be probably over. How far do they have that 2%? Yeah, I still wouldn't rule out a spin-up tornado either as that MCS forms late tonight. Tennessee's not going to be in a watch. Still keep an eye out for isolated rumbles of thunder, but you should be good. The whole risk area just completely changed, so they just updated it, so it's like completely different now. Let's see here. You're welcome. Let me just double check. Yeah, your main threat is wind. Wind, and if you're very unlucky, you may end up with 0.25 inch hail. And I see the most likely area for that hail and wind threat being on the west extent. So if you're out here towards like Jackson, Memphis, that's where your wind and hail threat is going to be the highest, which is still very low. Severe watch canceled. That's probably the one in Mississippi, Louisiana, that area. Yes. Yep. No longer a severe watch there. Oh, and another one. This one canceled too. Alright, so we're just really left with this area. Close to Clarksville. I think you'll be fine. I'll, still keep an eye out for some very small hail. And, maybe a gusty wind. But that's it. I don't really think you're going to see much up there. And if you do, it's not forecasted and it's a surprise. Because I think the main area is going to be right up here going towards Jackson. And then I think storms will die off as they get towards Clarksville. Probably storms will start dying off here in 2 to 3 hours. So they should not get to Clarksville. And if they do, like I said, maybe very small hail, gusty winds, and rain. No, I'm not good with space weather at all. I go off of someone I know who's pretty good at space weather, and they're talking about like the potential for a G2 storm. So I mean, it's not going to be like a big storm at all. But just, you know, I don't know a whole lot about it, but I do. I look at it. I know about as much as somebody who just opens the website. Today, I could check. I could check and see if we're seeing anything today. Not anticipated from what I can see. I don't think so. I think is it tomorrow night when we may have a little something? I don't really know, honestly. But not tonight, from what I can tell. Yeah, we're at a very very high risk for crazy solar storms for sure. I mean, it would not. I mean, we just got probably the craziest solar storm, and in my opinion, it's probably the craziest in more than a century. I don't know if it's, you know, if that's very accurate, but we saw auroras all the way down to Puerto Rico. And that is not common. I don't think so. Buddy. 1921. 1921 and 1859. I don't know where you're getting these 2000 dates from. That was the last significant aurora like the one we had. So, there you go. 1921 and 1859. A G5 in 2003. Honestly, I'm surprised it wasn't a G5. I don't really know. I think they were just too, I just think they just didn't pull it. They just didn't do the G5. They're like the National Weather Service with rating EF4 and EF5 tornadoes. They just didn't do it. What was the one thing we were waiting on? Mesoanalysis. Mesoanalysis. 01Z is out, and it shows the Cappen's starting to build in. Woo! But still a very favorable environment. And the instability is rapidly weakening. I don't think it's going to go beneath 5,000, but it has already dropped about 1,500 in the last hour. 1,000 to 1,500. So it is already deteriorating quickly. So I don't feel like we need to continue past 27 more minutes. So we're going to conclude the stream at 3 hours. Typically we do 3 hours for an enhanced risk. So we're just going to conclude there. I wish we were able to see something better today, but honestly, it's for the better. Because if we saw something worse, then that means somebody would have had to get severe weather, so. A not entertaining live stream is a good live stream. Because it means we didn't see much. But now it looks like we're going to have an overnight derecho, so. That will probably vanish in the overnight hours, but just make sure you're hyperweather aware. We could have a line of very significant damaging winds, upwards of 90-mile-per-hour winds move through this general vicinity overnight. If it does occur, it will be at like starting here towards 3 a.m., ending towards Shreveport at 7 a.m. So that would be crazy. We're just 10 likes away from our like goal. So if you guys know anyone who, hasn't tuned into the live stream, or you could share them the live stream, please do, as it greatly supports the channel. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe with the notification bell set to all, so you know when I go live or upload a video. I will have a video tomorrow on the tropics, and I may attempt to get a video out on, Lord have mercy, is that Thursday? Yes, I may attempt to get a video out on Thursday, but I will not have any content on Friday. So that's my ordeal here. I know I won't have anything on Friday. So if I do a video tomorrow and I skip Thursday, that means I won't have anything Thursday or Friday. And I don't want to do that. I don't like to take more than about a day break on YouTube unless I really need it. Because a lot can change in weather in the matter of 24 hours. I think we were correct with the Kaboom risk at a 6 today. This storm fired up pretty fast. Pretty darn fast. West of OKC. That's probably, in that little area, probably more of a risk of like a 7 or an 8 for the Kaboom meter, but still, we had a 6 out. I'm gonna have to get a scale out or something, just because. I mean, we gotta do something fun. The only thing is, it'd be difficult to issue, or not issue, but it'd be difficult to have a map like every single day. We'd have to make a different Kaboom risk for every single area. It just wouldn't be that fun. Well, I mean, it would be, it'd be fun. It's just I'd have to do a lot of work. Overshooting top, yeah. I mean, look at the comparison between the storms in Kansas and Oklahoma. That big thunderstorm that rapidly developed versus the massive complex in Kansas. Just look at the difference between the two. And then we can even compare that to the crazy event out here in Mississippi moments ago. Massive ball of energy out here. And that is massive. Like, that's the size of Mississippi. Almost the size of Mississippi and Louisiana combined. Yeah, it is an MCS in Kansas. What, is it not, Catman? You got a disagreement, boy? Disagreeing with me? Mississippi was honestly the main risk. No, Mississippi was the main risk today, honestly. In the morning hours, I would have completely disagreed with you, but at the moment, Mississippi definitely has been the best. That's definitely where we've had the most severe weather. So, yeah, we're going to call stream in about 22 minutes. Right when that happens, we'll probably have things explode. It's just how it goes. I'll be on monitoring mode for probably an hour or two, but most likely not past 11. So I'll keep an eye out, but I don't plan on streaming again tonight. Kind of can't do overnight coverage. Not really something I could do. What I planned on doing was I planned on covering the beginning portion of this risk, and then depending on how significant it was, I would continue for 2 to 3 more hours beyond 3 hours into the live stream. But based on the capping that has occurred, which was not anticipated at all, this is not going to be worth covering for an additional 2 to 3 hours. If I had the time to, I would probably just go live again at like 2 a.m. and then that would be the main stream. But unfortunately, I have to sleep. Close out all this stuff. Wonder what the HRRR0Z is going to show for me on Thursday. I was thinking tomorrow would be a chase day for me, but it looks absolutely atrocious, so I do not plan on chasing at all tomorrow. Like I said, just a video, as always. Or, yeah, and then Thursday... Thursday's the only day that's up in the air. I may do a stream Thursday, I may do a video Thursday, I may chase Thursday. I may do nothing. Thursday's the main day up in the air, and then Friday I won't do a thing, and Saturday, I'll just see what I feel like. If I feel like a video Saturday, then we'll do a video. If not, then I'll do a stream. But I should have something out Saturday, and I will have a video out tomorrow. So, tomorrow, Saturday, guaranteed videos. Or, tomorrow's a guaranteed video. Saturday is just guaranteed content, video, or stream. Let's see here. Let's see. But yeah, Connor is taking a break this week. He'll probably continue his break until next week. There doesn't look to be a considerable severe threat on the horizon until after June 18th. Or around the time frame of June 18th. So, I don't think he plans on live streaming before then. Alright. I will be right back. And then we're going to end shortly. I will be right back. And whilst I'm gone, I'm just going to let y'all look at the satellite of the explosion that occurred in western Oklahoma. I will be right back. Alrighty, y'all. I am back. I meant to do that like an hour and a half ago. I like to just get up every hour and a half or so. About every 2 hours is normally what I aim for. But yeah, there's your explosion in Oklahoma. That is totally HARP right there. Alright, let me go back over here. So that's your storm that's exploded. The main thing that's exploded with that is just the echo tops. Like that storm is up there in echo tops. Approaching 55,000 feet up. Actually approaching 58,000 feet up. My word. That is definitely something. What? I had to say it, Catman. We have so many people coming in here with conspiracy theories and HARP and everything, so... Just had to do it. Let's see. Still have two considerable storms. If you don't know what that means, it just means that they are a step higher than a normal severe, typically for wind and or hail. Sometimes it could be for both. In this case, both of them are for just wind. So 70 mile an hour winds, 70 mile an hour winds, both for 21 more minutes. So, yeah, not surprised. This is probably where the most damaging winds will occur today at the moment. Going towards Eureka, out there, southeastern Kansas. The Burlington one is just a bit messy at the moment. Plus, it's in a radar hole, so I can't really say much about it. But this one is definitely interesting for 70-mile-an-hour winds. I wouldn't be too shocked if we're getting even upwards of 80 with it. So keep an eye on that. We're starting to wrap up here, Legacy, but we were just talking about the storm southwest of OKC and its explosion on satellite, and then the main threat at the moment being east of Wichita for wind. That's about it. Also, how the threat will probably increase a bit once I end, and then really explode once it goes towards 3 a.m. Let's see. Okay, they didn't upgrade that to 80. Not surprised, but then again, like I said, I wouldn't be shocked if it is producing 80-mile-an-hour winds. So just if you're in this area here, make sure you are staying indoors, away from doors and windows, and close to your safe spot. And if it gets too rough, I recommend going to your safe spot because it could have winds upwards of 80, maybe even slightly higher than that being a possibility. So we'll keep an eye on that. And, whoa. Oh, wow. GFS already has that tropical area of interest for June 20th. Honestly, kind of surprised. Because I mentioned that in my video the other day. But models did not have that at all. But now it shows something. Interesting. But that's at the end of the model run. Very low, 2% every 25 miles of a given point inside this green area. So every 25 miles of a given point in here, there is a 2% chance of a tornado occurring. So very low. Let me see. Yep, it is. It's very small. Way smaller than what it was before. Way smaller. Tomorrow, we also have a tornado threat up there in Ohio. If we're going to see a slight risk, it's going to be that area. So for tomorrow, if we see a slight risk, it's going to be for probably the western portion of it, like right in this area, where we'd see that slight risk. If they issue it, it would probably look something more like this for a slight risk. And it would most likely be for wind, which at the moment they have a big 5% hail risk. We've got a smaller, but still notable 5% tornado threat. We got a much bigger 2% tomorrow than we do for today. But the only reason why I really went live today is because we were expecting 80 to 90 mile an hour winds today, literally occurring like now, and as well as over the next like 4 hours. So we'll see. We'll see, but I can tell you this, 90 mile an hour winds is definitely not happening right now. Welcome back, Caleb. Yeah, we're going to be live for about 12 more minutes. Would continue. I would have continued for another 2 to 3 hours if this stuff was actually doing something, but it's not, so. Oh well. That's for the better. That is for the better. Let me see. Man. Isn't this tornado season supposed to be as bad as this hurricane? What? That's like saying, is winter going to be as bad as the temperatures today? It's like, what? Tornado season's concluding. We're still going to have multiple tornado risks this year, but the main season is definitely like today. It ends pretty much today. Hurricane season still looks hyperactive, but honestly, it looks a little bit better in the sense of we may not have as ridiculous of a hurricane season as first thought. So if I made another hurricane prediction, I would go down on my named storms and down on my major hurricanes of what I predicted. Because I believe we've downtrended a little bit on hurricane season ever since we've started. Especially with now we know that we're not going to be in like a strong La Nina, so that wind shear should still be present, which it's going to be an issue for some storms. So I would go down on my numbers if I did another forecast, but I don't plan on it. I'm not trying to get more views out of hurricane season or something. Because I know some people do like 12 hurricane forecast. Like I said in my hurricane video, there's a chance I'll do one towards like the middle of the season, like in August. That's if I feel like my numbers are way off. But I don't feel like they're way off. I would just like, I'd take off one, maybe two major hurricanes. Probably just one. And then maybe two named storms and maybe one hurricane. I'd probably take off two named storms, a hurricane, and a major hurricane if I had to redo my hurricane forecast. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, Biddy, we had about 60 mile-an-hour winds go through Gulfport. You probably think it's 80, but it was probably close to 30, if not maybe 40. We typically misjudge wind gusts all the time. Most of the wind gusts that hit me in Lucky, once that power flash was occurring, when we were storm chasing, was around the realms of between 20 to 30 miles per hour. We had a power flash occurring there. And as well as branches and trees down. And it was 20 to 30 mile an hour winds. We might have gusted up to 40 at one point, but we've recorded like steadily. We recorded like 23, 24 mile per hour winds. And then I think we got a gust of like, was it 37 we got? I think I recorded a gust of like 37. I forgot. It was either like 32 or 37. Lucky would remember. But, yep. We're down to 9 severes. We'll continue to watch these storms towards Howard, Eureka. That is our only considerable severe. So, and they downgraded that one towards Burlington, which honestly I thought they would. So really just the one in Howard, Eureka that we're watching right here. So make sure you guys are indoors, away from doors and windows, close to your safe spot, just in case that ends up going destructive. If it goes destructive for 80 mile an hour winds, you need to seek shelter immediately. It's warned for 70 right now, which means, you know, if it gets a bit rough at all, if you feel like it's getting too windy, just seek shelter. Better safe than sorry. Storms in Oklahoma still not even close to impressive. This is more like a thunderstorm initiating along the Appalachians on a general thunderstorm risk day. That's the rundown of what I'm seeing here. Not impressed at all with it. So we're gonna conclude stream in 6 minutes. Paris, welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, we are ending. By the time we end, it'll be 3 hours. So yeah, if it was more significant, like I said, we'd stay live. But we're down to just 9 severes. That is like a high-end marginal risk, level 1 risk. I'm just glad that you tuned in, Paris. Glad to see you're still sticking around. I appreciate you still staying. As well as everyone else who's in here, of course. Glad that you guys are still watching the channel. And we're about 5 minutes away, 6 minutes now from ending the live stream. We are 5 likes away from our like goal. We're at 95 likes. Our goal was to get to 100. So we are very close to that. Like I said, we already got the subscriber goal, so thank you guys for that. Greatly, greatly appreciated. We're actually well over the subscriber goal now, so that is awesome. But yep, we'll just like I said, I'll just monitor this for about an hour and a half till 11 p.m. or so, and then yeah, we'll just see. I'm equal with both, but if I had to say, probably I know more about severe weather / tornadoes than I do with hurricanes, hence the channel name. But I still know a lot about hurricanes. I can still forecast them quite well, but not as good as I can with severe weather. Like, I've forecasted severe events weeks in advance. And like somebody said, I don't know who said it, but it's more of just luck when you're looking past like 180 hours out. It's more of just luck, less of skill. It was probably Jim. Or not Jim, freaking James. James Span. Said Jim. I forgot who said it though. It just seems like something James would say. Destin, Florida, you're good. You're good from any tornadic activity or anything like that. Watch out for some light rainfall, but honestly, you should be fine. I'd be surprised if you even get rain. I'll check really fast, but we got to end in less than 50 seconds here. Yeah, maybe some light rain towards midnight, 1 a.m., but you'll be perfectly fine. I would be surprised with that. So, yeah, that's it, y'all. I will see you guys in tomorrow's live stream. Or not live stream, my bad. Tomorrow's video. Then Thursday, it's up in the air. I don't know if I'll do anything. Friday, I'm taking a break. Saturday, also up in the air. The reason why is this severe weather's starting to break up, so we're not expecting anything big over the next week or two. So we should have a solid stretch of inactive weather. I pray and I hope. So make sure you guys hit that like button on your way out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bit of a flash warning in the background. Should have said that before I hit the play button. My apologies. And stay safe, watch severe weather in the tropics. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Have a great rest of your night. Goodbye. Big shout out to the mods for modding chat. Bye. Music. There it is. Stay safe, watch severe weather, and I'll see you guys in another live stream and tomorrow's video. Have a great rest of your night. Good.